What's going on? It's your boy CJ Goodfellow. We back again, early morning grind, talking about Guillermo Rigondeaux entering featherweight, 126 pounds. It's a familiar ducking ass motherfuckers in here, as far as Maraz, Santa Cruz, and Carl Frampton weak ass. You know what I mean? They left 122 pounds, super bantamweight, I believe that is, to avoid Rigondeaux. Now, to address those three ducking motherfuckers, they ain't gonna fight him. But Rigondeaux said he talked to Lomachenko on the phone and had to be one hell of a translator. He talked to Lomachenko on the phone. He said he feel confident that after talking to Lomachenko, that fight will happen. Seems like Lomachenko is going to go out his way and get that fight to happen. So Rigondeaux told him much respect. I know it's going to happen at 130 pounds. But at the end of the day, I don't believe shit that Top Rank say. I don't fuck with him. At the end of the day, they're going to turn around and move that kid up to 135 pounds. To me, I don't understand what he got to prove left at 130 pounds talking about Lomachenko, as far as only Salido. And that fight fell apart, with Tank and Lomachenko. So, he really a non-fucking factor. But if you want to talk about the three stooges of the three duck stooges, Maraz is just absolutely done. He's done as a fighter. I think when he was at the lower weight classes, he was a problem. His body work, he's just too small. After the Johnny Gonzalez knockout, I think he's the weakest link here. I think everybody on this list beats Abner Maraz at this point. He's just not the fighter he once was. I think he's done. Finished. Iota, he's done. I think everybody here beats his ass. I know Santa Cruz already did it. And you talk about Leo Santa Cruz. I already did the review. I already did the reaction to his video on Ellie Seckbeck News, where he said, that Rigondeaux is not crowd pleasing for his fan base, and he's too boring of a fight. He needs to sell tickets. At the end of the day, how many fucking boring fights have you seen Santa Cruz in versus part-time fighters? On the Mayweather undercards, he was stealing up so much time. He had a boring fight on the Guerrero undercard. Floyd Mayweather Guerrero. He had another boring one on one of the Canelo and Gulo cards, I think it was. He had one on the Floyd Pacquiao card that was taking up time and space, but they could have just skipped that fight and got to the real fight. So I think I don't like him, man. I don't like his mentality. It's not old school throwback Mexican. I don't know what he is. He's from Duck Island, I guess. Lee Selby, he was negotiating with Carl Frampton. It fell apart. Frampton said he wasn't being serious. So I don't really pretty much know where he's at mentally. But I know he can fight. He's a very good fighter. He got knocked down by Eric Hunter, got up and outboxed him. He got a good style. But as far as, throwing hands with Rigondeaux, his size might be a factor after a while. He's a solid puncher. I give him a better chance than Frampton and Santa Cruz. This period. But I think he come up short. Frampton. Not Frampton. I give him a better chance than Abner Maraz and Santa Cruz. Frampton, I like Frampton's style. He's kind of bendy at the knees, kind of moves well, good athlete. I don't know why he don't want to fight Rigondeaux, especially at 126 pounds or potentially 130 pounds. I heard he was, playing with moving up. I think he has a good chance at, giving Rigondeaux a hell of a fight if he don't fight like he did versus in the second Santa Cruz fight. Fight like he did in the first, and I've seen him fight in the past. I'll give him the fourth best chance on this list to beat Guillermo Rigondeaux. I think he has an opportunity to do it. He got a good pop. He's smaller though, so but I think he puts on more weight naturally, better than Rigondeaux probably do. I gotta see how Rigondeaux do when he move up. But I think he got the fourth best chance. I think he got a chance though, to be honest. He's a good fighter. I always like Carl Frampton ducking ass. Oscar Valdez. He's not one of the three duck stooges, just like Selby and Russell's not. But we'll see. We know his handlers is the same as Vasily Lomachenko's. They're not going to put him in there in harm's way. I know Jesse McAdone called Rigondeaux out at 122. He said he'd sign that fight quick. They're not going to allow Oscar Valdez to get ruined this early in his career. Even though I do think he has a good chance. I think he has the second best chance at beating Rigondeaux down the line right now. Right now, I think he can do, because I think Frampton and what's kid name, and Selby got a good chance, but I think Oscar Valdez got some untapped potential. little bit more experience. I think he can do it. But I think Gary Russell's the fight for Rigondeaux, especially to one up Lomachenko. I think it's a dangerous fight. I think it's a winnable fight for Gary Russell. I think he's the toughest fight for Guillermo Rigondeaux at 126. Quick hands, can punch, like to sit in the pocket, gonna make Rigondeaux fight, and Rigondeaux's gonna probably have to knock Gary Russell out because Gary Russell's very aggressive. He don't know but one way, and that's to be aggressive. But